Morning. How did you sleep? That's good. I didn't want to wake you, and I wanted to get a head start on some of next semester's curriculum. If I do some work now, I can have more rest later. You remembered my birthday. How thoughtful of you. I feel old, even though I'm coming up to my prime. 24 isn't much, but I still can't believe where I am right now. I feel like it's all gone too fast, but like I haven't had a break for a long time. As soon as I wake up, it's what I think about. This is what makes everything worth it. Teaching. I was fortunate to have had opportunities that led me here. To work for an institution at 21 is almost unheard of. I know it's something to be proud of, but when I reflect on it, sometimes I feel like I don't deserve it. Because I'm still young. I've still got so much to learn, so much to experience. My colleagues might not say it to my face, but I see their envy. I pass as a student. They teach students my age, and yet I am where they are. I'm sorry. My birthday isn't really something I celebrate anymore. It feels empty without my brother. We used to share them together for the majority of our lives until he left, so I see it as just another day of the year. We wouldn't do anything much, spend the day together. We'd drop everything to have a day we can share like we shared a womb. I don't know what it was about our birthday, but nothing seemed like it could go wrong. And it didn't at all. It was the one day of the year I looked forward to. Nowadays, I don't really pay it much attention. I wish I knew where he was. I really do. You're right. At least this year I have someone to spend it with. Though I didn't put much thought into how I would. Hey! Okay, I promise I won't do any more work today, even though I barely did anything. What do you have in mind? You won't tell me outright. What are you hiding from me? Come on, let me see, or I might have to steal them from you. When did you get these? You are sly, aren't you? I don't expect anything less. And I shouldn't doubt your memory now that you've bought tickets to the aquarium. God, I don't deserve you. Do you want to have breakfast first and then go, or should we get something while we're out? If you're leaving it up to me, then let's get something warm at the bakery. I actually fancy an almond croissant. I haven't had one of those in a while. They're delicious. I'll buy you one too. You are absolutely not going to pay for it. You've done enough with the tickets. I'll take it from here. Yes, but seeing as it's my birthday, you need to do what I say. So, why don't you get dressed? I'll put my work away and we'll get going. Go on. Don't act like you hate it when I tell you what to do. Keep telling yourself that. You were right. It's beautiful. I don't know what I was expecting. When I was little, my brother and I used to watch almost every film together. We always liked different ones, and we never agreed on a favorite. But as soon as we watched Shark Tale, I remember how we looked at each other and knew instantly that it was our favorite. Yes. Ever since that movie, I'd always wanted to go somewhere like here. But it didn't feel right going alone. Of course, you can experience this by yourself, but look around. Look at how many people have come with their families, with their friends and loved ones. Places like this bring people closer together. Shared memories. Shared excitement. It adds more pages to one's story, I find. The fact that I'm here with you is more than I could ask for. And on my birthday of all days. As I age, it doesn't feel as important, but you thought about it when I didn't. I remember when I told you, but I didn't think you'd surprise me like this. I know. I should have expected something from you. You're way too cunning sometimes, but you keep me guessing, and I love that. If you weren't, we wouldn't be here, and I wouldn't be trying to forget that I've aged another year. Oh, look at those little turtles. They look kind of cute, don't they? I don't think anything can be cuter than you, but we've only just started looking around, so I might be proven wrong later. It doesn't matter what people think of us anymore. We managed to get this far, even after everything. If there are people here who recognize us, so be it. If they want to listen in or record us, let them. Because I'm done tiptoeing around other people and being unable to live my life the way I want to. I don't like giving power to those who don't matter. When you and I were figuring everything out, it was different. I was so plagued by my own thoughts that I failed to consider what could happen if I approached it rationally. Instead, I only thought about the worst outcomes and how that would affect you. And because of that, look what happened. We allowed them to win. Exactly. You're mine now, and they'll have to live with it. What? I just want to give you one. It's not like I'm breaking any rules. Public display of affection is fine in small quantities. A short kiss here and there is okay. Would you like to hold hands? The choice is yours. Don't feel pressured to do so. This is when you can be cute. You're so bold in other settings, but out here you're like a fish out of water. No pun intended. Well, my hand is always available should you want it. Wow, look at that. I've always thought sharks to be quite frightening, but when I see them behind glass like this, they don't seem as bad. If I met one in the ocean, I'd be terrified. Wouldn't you? Somehow I can believe you'd be the curious type to get your hand bitten off or something. Did you hear about the River Thames? It's been deemed biologically dead since 1957, but recently they found that sharks are swimming in there. I know, you wouldn't think anything's alive considering the state of the water, but apparently there are seahorses, seals, and eels down there too. No, I've never been on it, only crossed over it. Maybe we could do that later, after dinner? A stroll across the bridge or the embankment. I know it's getting colder, but the Christmas lights are already up. And I think it's time I capture a memory for my birthday. We were caught on our last date by people who wanted to meddle. This time, I want pictures I can take for myself. I need a new home screen. Yes, I'd make it you. I'd say we were in a serious enough relationship to warrant that. I don't mind what kind of backdrop we have as long as you're in it. I could take a couple of you right here. You know what? I will. Okay, come here. Alright. Smile. Come on, the fish are swimming behind us. What? Are you shy about it? We're a couple on a date who wants to commemorate the day. I've learnt that caring about other people's opinions only affects me, not them. Why give them the satisfaction? Do I have to make you smile? I will. Oh, look at how cute you are in this one. Oh, it's perfect. I find it strange, you know. How different you can be. It's perplexing but refreshing. In certain environments, I can never anticipate how bold you can really be. But in others you almost sink into yourself. You're brave enough to confess to a professor and kiss me in a cafe. But it's the smaller things that get you. Small acts of affection. Hand-holding, taking pictures, the innocent gestures that one would normally overlook. Well, if I were to take your hand and hold it in my pocket, you wouldn't shy away? Do you want to test that theory? See, I'm slowly starting to understand you. I want to know all there is about you, and in my lifetime I probably never will. We learn things about ourselves every day, which means there'll always be something I can look forward to. We pick up information all the time. For example, today you learnt about one of my favorite childhood movies, and why I've always wanted to go to an aquarium. There's so much more about me you don't know, and I'm certain it's the same with you. Of course, it'll take time, and I'm willing to share all of mine with you. Maybe one day I'll share things I've never told anyone. No, I want to. Like I said before, I trust you wholeheartedly, and I know you'd never betray that. I know you do. But there's no rush getting into all that. For now, let's enjoy... the jellyfish. They're wonderful, aren't they? Utterly fascinating. Jellyfish are known to be the oldest multicellular animals in the world. They're older than the dinosaurs. They have no brain, no heart, no bones or eyes. It sounds rather alien, doesn't it? My brother and I had our marine biologist phase early on after Shark Tale because we used to compare ourselves to Ernie and Bernie. And then it didn't help that Finding Nemo was also quite popular around that time, so we started our own research and looked into all the different creatures in those films. But the jellyfish stood out to me the most because they're otherworldly. And there was a scene in Finding Nemo that always stuck with me as a kid. And it was the moment where the dad, I can't remember the name, and Dory swam over the rocks instead of going through, and a swarm of jellyfish surrounded them. I remember it being quiet, but beautiful and intense. Of course, the films can't compare to reality. They're stunning. Oh, it's nothing. It's just many of my good memories involve my brother, and thinking back on them makes me wonder how I've gone this long without hearing from him, reaching out to him. I would if I knew how. He didn't give me a way to contact him. I don't even know if he's still in the country, or if he's still alive, and I'm celebrating here when he could be. I'm sorry. This is not the place to think like that, I know. And you went out of your way to surprise me with this. I won't ruin it. I promise. You're right. No matter what, he'll be a part of me. Even now, I feel him, so I can only trust my instincts and hope they're right. They were right with you at least, so there's that. True, you did spell it out for me, quite literally, but I had an idea even before that. I'll keep that to your imagination. Wow. One surprise after another. I think that might actually be a good idea. I never thought about getting some fish to take care of. I'll do some research into installing a fish tank. I'm not really sure where to start, honestly, but I like it. Would you want to choose a couple? Sure. We can go to a pet shop one day and have a look around. I'd like to get an assortment, though. Do you know if the ornaments are important, or are they only for show? I'll definitely look into it when I have time. The sooner the better, though. Names? What? You want me to name one after you? Shall I name you after the angelfish or the clownfish? I'm not that cruel. Want to check out the amphibians? I think it's through this way. No, I'm not going to get a frog and name it after you. Thank you for today. No, to me it meant something. Truly. Ever since my brother left, I never gave myself the space to properly think about him. I was avoiding it. I know I was. I was hoping that he would just appear and I wouldn't have to deal with the loss. I know, it's wishful thinking. But today, I was able to acknowledge him without feeling too alone. And I have you to thank for that. It wasn't really about the fact that he left. It's what remains. The wonder of what things would be like if he was still here. You would have met him by now. I would be thinking about what to get him for Christmas, or invite him if he didn't already have plans. We both don't have a good relationship with our parents. They're very conservative and stuck in their beliefs. I contact them from time to time to check in, but I don't really visit them. It was the reason why I haven't seen my brother since. It all fell apart from there. No. I don't want to talk about that today when we're supposed to be enjoying the view. We're lucky it's a clear night, though it's quite nippy, don't you think? Are you warm enough? Come up here. Well, you said you were a little cold, so I'll warm you up. I wanted to ask, would you like to celebrate Christmas with me? I didn't want to jump to any conclusions that you'd have that date available. Most people spend it with families, and the majority of students tend to go home over the holidays. Yeah, we could walk through Oxford Circus and do some shopping. You want to make the apartment look festive? I'm fine with that. Really. We could pick out a Christmas tree, one of the fake plastic ones. So that means we need tinsel and baubles and Christmas lights as well. If this is going to be the first Christmas we spend together, then I think we have a duty to go all out. Yeah, my brother and I used to help every year setting up the plastic snowflakes that stuck on the window and hanging decorations around the house. I would do the same for us, but I want it to be different, so I'll let you take the lead. However you want it. Surprise me. I know you're perfectly capable of it. You think the sharks are watching us? It's too dark to see anything anyway. I can steal a few more kisses. I love you. You're getting warmer. Good. Let's stay like this for a bit.